Thank you for coming to my presentation, Integrating Machine Learning Initiatives in Business Strategy for Small Companies. In small companies, there is a tendency to shy away from machine learning out of a mistaken belief that it is not a good fit. It is my hope that my talk today will show machine learning is just as important to small companies and how they can be effectively leveraged. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Linda, and I lead the data team at Hyrecar. I have extensive experience helping businesses with empowering data-driven decisions and improving user experience across the organization by building analytics and data science foundation and implementing roadmaps that easily scale as business grows. During my talk, I will share my experience and encourage everyone to be a part of this journey together. Let us embark. Here is what I would like to cover over the course of this talk. First, I will briefly touch on why machine learning has reached such a level of acclaim and engenders such appeal. With a background set, I will put spotlight on small companies and dispel the illusion that machine learning does not apply there. Along the way, we will explore potential challenges standing in the way of successfully incorporating machine learning into business. We will also share how we can overcome these issues. Finally, I want to talk a little bit about what is next to build on top of what has been accomplished. Machine learning is quickly becoming a mainstay of the enterprise business world. What contributes to its wide appeal? Beyond just being buzzworthy, machine learning opens up avenues of analysis which may be previously blocked or difficult to navigate. This graphic does a good job in encapsulating the common pursuit we all share to transform raw data into real impact. It illustrates the stages one goes through using information to define, applying knowledge and expertise to generate insights and wisdom, and finally realizing impactful actions and decisions. Machine learning can streamline that pursuit and make it easier to attain. Don't worry, I'm not a zealot. I won't tell you machine learning is a cure-all and will solve all your problems. Some tasks are particularly well suited to these techniques, but not all. What I love about machine learning is the fact that it allows us to tackle difficult problems that might otherwise be too daunting. That is my answer on why we need to invest in and incorporate it as part of business strategy. Regardless of the company size, more and more people agree that it is important for a company to be data-centric. Machine learning offers a way towards that goal. Yet many entrepreneurs and startup owners still shy away from investing in it. You might not think that small businesses need to use machine learning in the same way that large companies do, but that is a fallacy. Looking at the picture, size difference is probably the first thing you notice, but you can't dismiss all the similarities. One common misconception is the notion that machine learning initiatives require extreme large volume data. You will see that is not the case. Machine learning is a powerful tool that can be applied to many business areas to generate answers. Whether the answers are useful depends greatly on framing the right questions. In small companies, it is at times easier to define what you are looking to achieve and which direction you would likely to go. For a small company to have success using machine learning, The key is to integrate it as part of the business data strategy, a cohesive plan outlining the processes for collecting, processing, governing, and eliciting value from data, optimized for machine learning and data science. While putting in place this business data strategy optimized for data science and machine learning, we need to pay careful attention to some details. Some challenges are intrinsic to the nature of machine learning and are the same regardless of the company size, whereas others are highlighted because of a company's small size. Let us take a look. First challenge revolves around data quality and completeness. One of machine learning's strengths can also be viewed as a weakness if proper care were not exercised. Part of machine learning's appeal is its ability to uncover hidden connections in data. However, that does not mean we should just toss any or all data and hope the results are good. Machine learning models aren't designed to distinguish between good data and insufficient data. If the input data is not obsessed for quality or completeness, machine learning models take the data as is to generate its conclusions. This can significantly limit a model's performance. In the worst case, the conclusion can be totally erroneous. Next up is implementation complexity. Potentially, implementing machine learning initiative is a lot more complicated than traditional analytics. In addition to data gathering, data cleaning, and analysis, we need to tailor the algorithms, curate the input data, train the model, and deploy that trained model. Each machine learning initiative is different, and getting everything in place is an iterative process. Therefore, it is very important to have the patience and experimentative approach while working on machine learning projects. Finally, even if all the issues we just discussed are addressed, we are only assured of creating analytics products. How and whether these data products might be used is still an unknown. In addition, there is always a risk that these machine learning products are not understood. Often, business users are not fully engaged with what the data scientists are doing. Making the situation even worse potentially is the fact that the data scientists may not fully understand the business context. All of that can generate a gap that will render all of the expended effort and investment to be in vain. We had a quick look at some challenges, and now we can look at how we can remedy them for small companies. To truly integrate machine learning initiatives in business strategy, an important baseline is cultivating a data-driven culture. Small companies tend to react to things faster as things are more streamlined. Take advantage of that and facilitate data awareness and discipline across the board. To fully leverage machine learning, seek to establish a data culture and demystify data-driven decision-making across the departments. This puts in place a foundation that we can all build on. As I had pointed out, small companies do not need to despair if a large data volume is not available. The success of machine learning efforts rests more on having good data. Machine learning development could accelerate if more emphasis is on being data-centric than model-centric. In Andrew Ng's words, When a system isn't performing well, many teams instinctually try to improve the code. But for many practical applications, it's more effective instead to focus on improving the data. For small companies to capitalize on machine learning, you need to ensure that raw data is reliable and exhaustive for your desired outcome by incorporating a human element into the early stages. We can get the best results when end users understand applications and data scientists collaborate on planning and data cleaning processes. A thorough review of correct, complete, and consistent data will yield the most benefit for successful machine learning projects. To ensure data quality and completeness, I add my own secret sauce at Hyrecar. Context and interpretation are not limited by company boundaries. Machine learning efforts need to experiment with unexpected ideas and hypotheses to break new ground and move forward. Goals such as these cannot be met when only internal datasets are available. But how can organizations affordably acquire the broader collection of data required for that kind of exploration? One answer is public datasets. One of the most intriguing aspects of public-private data integration is the ability to explore both cause and effect. For example, analysts can interrogate the influence of weather patterns on traffic to predict how different demographic and socioeconomic groups will be affected by changes in public transportation. Another is a data enrichment via third party, such as employment data. Finally, vehicle telematics data gives us insights into driving behaviors and patterns to better serve both vehicle owners and drivers. These external datasets offer the machine learning models expanded context and perspective. Small companies have understandably less resources to devote to machine learning. Time-consuming and complicated implementations and deployments can be major roadblocks to machine learning adoption. The best advice is to move in stages. If full-blown machine learning engagement is too much, we don't have to jump in the deep end. Like a true foodie, if we have a hankering for some good pasta, we can make some from scratch, order takeout, or some combination of both. To that end, we can adopt machine learning models in combination with in-house solutions. There is no reason to miss what machine learning can offer by first using pre-trained models and getting familiar with the methodologies. Putting all of what we talk about together, we are using Databricks AutoML and pre-trained models to predict the revenue, customer churn, lifetime value, etc. at Hyrecar. This jumpstarts the data team to quickly build and deploy machine learning models by automating the heavy lifting of pre-processing, feature engineering, and model training and tuning. At the same time, we can utilize a more advanced interface where data scientists can access generated notebooks with a source code for each trained model to customize training or collaborate for production. If there is one idea that this talk conveys, small companies can benefit just as much from machine learning projects as bigger companies. In fact, in many aspects, small companies can better focus and tune these machine learning efforts to realize more immediate impact. The best advice is to seize your own destiny and start incorporating machine learning if you haven't already done so. Remember, it is a journey. Integrating machine learning initiatives in business strategy is a process of trial and error. Don't let the failures phase you. Instead, build on successes And before you know it, you will have defined your own path, leveraging machine learning for better data-driven decision and added value. I hope everyone enjoyed this talk. To everyone who has made it to this point, thank you all for your time and attention. If there are any questions or feedback, please feel free to contact me. I sincerely wish everyone success in your own data science adventure.